You know, there's a life principle I want to share with you today that I had picked up from my dad when talking with him on Sunday. And in that conversation with my dad, he said something that made so much sense to me that made me start thinking. It triggered my thinking abilities, I would say. He said, "It is only when you declare I am that someone else can see you and declare you are." You see, that is a principle that should be interpreted this way. I'm always an advocate of building value, right? Creating value amongst yourself, building yourself to be a man of value, to be a person of value. Okay, and the process of creating value, the process of involving in personal and self-development, creating value is that process that makes you tell the world I am. All right, look at it this way. I want to have so much impact in the world, right? I want to be a mentor. I want to be a man of impact here on earth. And nobody knows me. Nobody knows me, right? Now, the way I can declare myself to the world is by involving myself in a series of habits consistently that will build me into a man of value. Now, that involving of myself consistently that builds me into the man of value is me telling the world, hey, I am. And when the world sees the value I offer, when they recognize the value I offer and begin to ask for my services and begin to invite me because they have seen the value I offer, that is the time the world is saying, oh, yes, you actually are. I think that makes sense. I remember growing up as a teenager. I walked up to my dad one day and said, "Dad, you know what? I am an adult." And funny enough, after that declaration I made to him, my dad started treating me as an adult. I didn't know why. He stopped hitting me, African parents. He stopped scolding too much. And recently he told me why. He said at the point where the reason he did what he did was because I had come to him and I had declared to him that I was an adult. And because I had declared to him that I was an adult, he wanted to see the things that I do. So he would say, oh, you are. So the take home from this is this. Involve yourself in creating value daily. Involve yourself in a series of consistent habits. And while doing that, you are telling the world who you are. You are telling the world, I am this. I am Bill Clinton Chimezie Osuji. And when the world sees the value and recognizes the value I offer, they say, yes, indeed, you are who you are. Yes, indeed, you are Bill Clinton Chimezie Osuji. That's my word for you today.